All right, good morning. Today I'm going to be talking about what happened yesterday. So, yesterday was a big festive day in all the negative ways. And you know what I think? I think sometimes, life is never going to be all roses. We know that that doesn't exist. But there's something that I wanted to say. It initially started out, and I did a whole video about it. About this one girl, and then later on that day I realized that the exam I've been studying really hard for, to the point my back hurts. My back was hurting, my eyes were hurting during the exam. It was a torture session. My back was hurting and my eyes were hurting. And then the exam before that, I didn't do well on that exam. I think I studied with someone, and on top of that I looked at study guides. I did it the wrong way when I normally study by myself, but I did worse on this exam. Now, this is the only class, like, I have A's in all my other classes. That's the only class like this. And he ended up sending out an email, the teacher, after the exam. He said, I know this exam was perceived as very hard, blah, blah, blah. And I cannot believe, like, I'm the A student. I got, like, the first exam, I think I got a 68. And this exam, I got a 66. On a positive note, however, someone I know got a 50, and someone else got a 20%. And it's just, but he said, he sent out an email and he said that you still have the final. It's I think 40% of the grade. But it's just like the amount of stress. I was thinking that, like, sometimes certain things aren't worth your worry. And those are one of them. So these are new teachers, and this is their first time teaching, and this is what they're doing to the students. They're also very young doctors. So I feel like there's somewhat of hate, I think, and I don't know, like, why the reason to make, like, an exam, like, is just too advanced for where we're at. Like, for example, he told us to memorize a list of diseases, a list of medications that cause a certain disease. He has all the medications on the answer choices. So which one are we gonna pick? Like, you told us to memorize all of them. Even we had, like, we made an acronym, like chai tea, for tamoxifen, imidazole, whatever. And then all of a sudden that they're all on the answer choices. Like, thank you, really, thank you. So I sent an email. I told them, like, I'm really disappointed in my grade. I really don't, like, this is not, I'm doing better in all my other classes. Mom told me never to send that email, but I did, because I feel like I did my absolute best this time. Like, the first time was okay. I didn't do well because it was kind of on my part. And but the second one, but everybody did bad. That exam was, like, just a bad exam. So, anyways, I woke up this morning, just so early in the morning, and I felt like I was worried. I don't know. I was just thinking, like, this whole career might collapse. Like, my whole, like, journey of trying to accomplish something, and the situation that I'm in, it's very hard to. And I notice when I talk, like, and that's another thing about my posture. I'm like this. So just put your posture back and relax your shoulders. I feel like the whole thing that, you know, going back to my family's house and perhaps studying a different career path, like, just a different career path. I don't like the idea, but perhaps it's better. The anguish in this entire, like, degree that I went through, and I've been studying for over, I think, over a decade now, because in the US you have to get your undergrad first. You have to get, like, a chemistry degree, and that's a 4-year degree, and on top of the 4-year degree you have to go to med school, or like a professional program like dental or optometry or all that. But you have to get, it's just at least an 8-year process, and that's without residency. So it's just ridiculous to hear, and not let alone the debt. It's more than 400K. So I don't know. It's just like, I know I can do this. I know this will pass just fine. And then you cannot fail any of your classes. It goes like this. Like, I wish I knew this before I kind of opted in, but I was so taken by the idea of becoming a doctor. It's just so good. And but what I've done for this to keep the opportunity going is I've done so much. I feel like I've done so much, and no career is worth that. I think my mom is calling. Yeah. Okay, I'll end the video here, but yeah, what I wanted to say is just this whole journey has just been ridiculous from the start. But I know I can do this. It's hard for everyone, not just me, so that's the only way. And just try to prioritize self-care. Try to prioritize self-care, because honestly, I cannot be prioritizing this. I worked